The report penned by international drug advocates stated that the Philippines is one of the countries that failed to handle its drug use concerns. Jove Francisco with the report.
The Philippines figured prominently in a report that showed failure handling drug use concerns in several territories worldwide. Aside from the cover page that shows a photo of a drug raid in Taguig City, the report highlights what they call a problematic war on drugs, especially during the Duterte administration. Aside from extrajudicial killings, it stated that as of September 2022, 81,000 people are detained because of drug-related offenses, comprising 90% of the total number of drug offenders awaiting trial in overcrowded detention facilities, a system that they believe violates human rights and slows down the justice system. There's also a special portion that zeroes in on the impact of the Duterte administration's war on drugs among children. Data showed 150 kids were direct victims or killed during drug raids. Those who survived after seeing their parents arrested or killed remain traumatized. The former president recently attended a congressional hearing about his war on drugs.
Talagang papasok ako because I gave the order. So in a sense, I take full responsibility if there is any. Akin yan. And should I be included in the charge or charges? Yes.
The report, Beyond Punishment from Criminal Justice Responses to Drug Policy Reforms, was penned by 28 international drug policy advocates led by former heads of state. The Global Commission on Drug Policy underscores the rise in drug overdose deaths, emergence of more dangerous drug variants, increase in violence, and a systemic disrespect to human rights. All these despite harsh laws and the existence of several iterations of the war on drugs all over the world. The panel is calling for a re-evaluation of the global drug response, pushing for drug policies that prioritize public health and programs that respect human rights. Jove Francisco, We Are One News.
Well, of course, we understand yung goal ni PRRD to combat drugs. Diba? You need to be harsh kasi on yung mga those who peddle drugs. Ang problema, hindi naisip nila na at that time, corruption at hindi natin sinasabi lahat ng police ay corrupt. But there were several officers involved in the drug trade, di ba? So, syempre, nung si PRRD was going to clean up already the entire system, natakot yung mga ibang police, pinagdadampot nila yung mga ibang asset, yung mga ibang witness. Kasi baka sila ang maturo, yari sila kay PRRD eh. So, that's what happened, di ba? So, it wasn't, yun ang sinasabi ng iba, it wasn't carefully thought of. It wasn't carefully planned. Plus, mas madaming bumagsak na peddler on the street kaysa sa yung
mga big fish, yung mga real suppliers.
Kahit yung middlemen hindi rin bihira daw matamaan, in other words, bihirang mahuli.
Yung mga napagkakamalan lang eh. 'Di ba? Minsan di naman talaga sila yung mga drug users na pagkamalan lang. 'Di ba? One case example is Kian de los Santos. Ang problema kasi, yung mga barangay captain, minsan sila nagsasubmit ng list because sabi ni PRRD, sila ang nakakaalam na nangyari sa barangay. Totoo yun. Ang problema yung naging issue nila before, may ibang barangay captain, may kaaway sa barangay, sinama yung listahan ng kaaway sa drug list. O di, lintik na, nahuli. Kahit hindi totoo. Yung lista.
Oo. Wala silang due process, kumbaga, na nabigay sa kanila.
Yan, isa yan sa mga nakilala sa atin eh, yung handling ng drug war dito, di ba? Tapos nagkaroon pa tayo ng book, di ba? Yung written by Patricia Evangelista. Some people need killing. Yan din binasa, di ba? Binasa nila Barack Obama and other known personalities.
That's why this admin is trying a different approach supposedly, no, na by targeting volume instead of personalities. Pero let's see, it's still a big problem in this country.
Yes, hindi naman natin sinasabi walang droga dito. There is talaga.
Tsaka all over the world actually, it's a big problem which has to be solved. But you know, kahit how much you clean up in your own country, if the sources from Colombia or from whenever they are, if the sources aren't eradicated, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yan.
Yung meron pa tayong mga na-report dito na bigla nilang lumulutang from from mga sa dagat,
Yeah.
yung mga
That's how they drop it. If you watch the
oo.
movie kay Tom Cruise, yung American Made,
Oo,
ganun
parang
yan.
ganun eh, 'di ba?
Tapos sabi, lastly before we go, sabi nga nila, why don't, alam naman ng mga iba kung sino daw yung mga cartel king mga drug cartel kingpin bakit hindi na hulihin or i-eliminate mo? Remember anong sinabi ng isang taga-US, you kill the king, several queens come out. In other words, madaming papalit. Kaya useless.